Mitch is a wild guy. When I first met him is when we filmed the New Year's resolution videos for our company party. And I asked, what's your resolution? And his only reply was to be in a hot tub. So that just shows you the personality of this guy. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jared Young. I'm the content strategist here at 5-Star Home Services, and we're stoked to announce episode 1 of the Off the Clock podcast, an internal 5-Star Home Services podcast where we highlight our amazing team. We have a special guest in the building, Mitch Jessup, our HVAC service tech. I know you've seen him on social media too. How you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Ladies love you on social media, by the way, Mitch. So before we get started, I had a task for you to bring your favorite gas station snack. What do you got for us, Mitch?
Yeah. So I actually brought two things.
Okay.
I brought Planters peanuts, cashews actually.
Okay.
So I actually eat cashews all the time. I like the honey roasted, a little nice flavor to them. So Planters cashews.
Okay.
And then I always have gum on the truck. 5-Star spearmint is all I chew. That's what I do.
5-Star spearmint. You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen.
5-Star spearmint.
5-Star. That's awesome. Well, we're so happy to have you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing really good.
Good. So we're here to learn a little bit about yourself, and so let's get right into it. So can you share a little bit about your journey going into the HVAC industry? Just kind of what pursued you to 5-Star, and you're a young guy, so kind of coming out of school, what led you to get into the trades?
Yeah, so I am 23 years old, so definitely on the younger side of what we see in most, tradespeople. So yeah, I graduated high school back in 2020, and of course that was right during COVID. So I was planning on going to college. And just because I wasn't necessarily sure about what college would look like at the time, I picked up a summer job doing duct cleaning, out of all things. So I was doing duct cleaning. That was my first introduction into the world of HVAC. And then just once I finally decided not to go to college at that point, then I switched over to installation. And so I did installation for about probably 6 months. And then I switched to service. So that led me here to 5-Star.
Wow. What a journey, and that's so cool just to kind of see how you pivoted in something like the pandemic too. And I'm sure going out of a pandemic wondering like, what am I about to do with my life? And look where you're at now, building a very good, optimistic career within a growing company and also a growing industry. Very cool. So you seem like a driven guy, Mitch, and I know, at least for myself, I look at heroes in my life and people that have really kind of mentored and inspired me in my own career as a digital marketer. So who has been a hero or a significant person in your life that has helped you with just your career, your journey thus far?
Yeah, I gotta shout out my dad on this one.
Okay.
So my dad is a small business blue collar worker. So we have a family business, and so growing up, I saw him working extremely hard to keep that business as a well lubricated machine. So he's kind of the backbone of what gives me the work ethic that I do have. So I saw him when I grew up. I saw him really put in a lot of effort and what it means to actually work very hard. So that really stuck with me. So he's been a huge hero of mine. That's probably the same case for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's definitely a huge inspiration for me.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to all the dads out there, encouraging their kids to kind of chase their dreams. And I'm just curious, what was your dad's initial reaction when you were like, hey, I'm going to just not go to college and I am going to learn to be an HVAC service tech? Yeah.
A lot of blue collar dads, I feel like, sometimes turn down college, and that's kind of a natural reaction, I would say. But he was for me going to college, and that was fine. That wasn't really off the table. But when I told him that I wanted to at least take a gap year or step back from the college pursuit, and he was like, "That's great, man." And so he was, completely supportive on, what that would look like as far as going to work every day, and he was completely supportive in the entire journey. So he was ecstatic. That's for sure.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
So I know we discussed COVID, and obviously COVID was a big hardship for a lot of people. But can you think of any other hardships within your personal life and career that truly kind of shaped your outlook on your life?
Yeah, I'm actually going through it right now.
Okay, let's hear it,
This
Mitch.
is the current hardship is back to my dad. So my dad actually has cancer right now, and I'm sure a lot of people are experiencing that as well. But so seeing him go through that it's been a crazy journey to say the least. And so it's been very, very fascinating to see somebody like him who's so driven, not necessarily be able to work the way that he used to.
Yeah.
So it kind of hit me home because we have people like that would like to come to work. So that kind of gives me a refresher every single day is I get to go to work. I get to be out there serving people. So to be able to see my dad not necessarily be in that position, it just makes me so appreciative.
Yeah, that's a really positive, beautiful perspective on that. What is your dad's name?
Mike.
Mike.
Yep.
Hey, we have a lot of prayer warriors at this company that are watching right now. So keep Mike and Mitch's family in your prayers if you can. You're an ambitious guy. I think we all know this about Mitch. He comes in every day to work with just so much enthusiasm and energy. What's your hopes and dreams? Where do you see your personal life and career going?
Yeah, being a young guy, I'm kind of at that point where I'd love to kind of start the American dream of, creating a family, getting a house, and I try and live life to the fullest, so hopefully taking some cool trips in the future. I've climbed a couple mountains, so hopefully doing something like that again, maybe going to Bolivia or something along those lines.
Oh, Bolivia?
Yeah,
okay.
possibly. I don't know.
Mitch is a wild guy. When I first met him is when we filmed the New Year's resolution videos for our company party. And I asked, what's your resolution? And his only reply was to be in a hot tub. So that just shows you the personality of this guy.
I have not done that yet, so I'm still trying to have that come true.
Look, Mitch, you got the attention of a few hundred people watching within our company, but also a lot of other people on social media and whatnot. If you could share one piece of advice, just an inspiration for anyone watching, what would that be?
Yeah, I actually have a quote here. It's from Zig Ziglar. So people often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we have to recommend it daily. So come to work with new motivation, fresh outlook on your job, and be able to tackle the day strong.
Amen. I'm going to throw just a random question. Final question. Everyone wants to know this. What hidden talent does Mitch Jessup have?
I can juggle.
You can juggle?
I can juggle.
Juggle anything?
I don't know. Probably.
So if I just was like,
if I have a thing.
Dos, let's see it, Mitch. You're on. Let's see it. Okay.
I'm not going to break this, am I?
It's just here. Use my wallet. Trade me. It's a Stone Cold Steve Austin wallet too. Oh wow.
Anyways, worth a shot.
Okay, folks. Hey, Mitch, thank you so much for hopping on the podcast, and this was just such a great conversation. Guys and gals, this was episode 1. 5 Star Home Services presents Off the Clock podcast. We're going to be rolling out these episodes weekly. I'm your host in the Columbus region, at least. My name is Jared Young, and big shout out to Mitch, and we'll see you next time.